Believing your school grades will actually make a difference in your life later in 2024 is like believing load shedding will actually stop itself. It's just not gonna happen. And there's many reasons why this is actually a thing now. One of them, which is the main reason arguably, is the corruption behind the grades. You see, never ever trust the person you write next to in an exam room, because you just don't know the chip on the shoulder they have. I literally wrote with someone who leaked the entire paper next to me in the exam room. But I only realized this when it was too late, when the paper was over and everyone was rejoicing. It's become so normal now, leaking papers and corruption everywhere. They're like, what are you talking about? We leaked the paper. And that person who you despise so much, who leaked the paper, is gonna get the job before you. They will appear on the kids' top 10 list for top performing students, and they will be the ones appearing on the news channels and the news screens on the top achieving students in matric. Remember, kids, the rule is to not cheat. It's to not get caught. South Africa has made it very clear that they accept corruption as long as you don't get caught. I'll give you an example. In the Phala Phala farm, when they found money under your president's mattress, he wasn't ashamed that they found it. He was just ashamed he got caught for it. So that's the same lesson that should apply to you. Since the president is our role model and is basically the face of the Republic of South Africa, we should learn everything he does. And one of those things is also that it's not about the grades, it's about the connections. You see, in South Africa, if you know somebody who knows somebody who happens to know somebody who's got the things, then you are in for a very great future. If you're alone in this country, I don't care how good your grades are, you're gonna stay at the bottom of the barrel like the rotten wieners, damn it. Yep, it's coffee again. It's a Monday morning and I said, why not have coffee? But then again, when a little kid walks up to me and says, Summer, should I improve my grades? Is that going to increase my chances of getting a job in the future? That question almost annoys me as much as sitting on a warm toilet seat. Because I know the truth. It's not. It's not going to change that kid's life. A very bald man who drives a Bugatti, who I used to watch back in the day, used to say, the Matrix is broken. And at first I didn't believe him, but as time went on and as I got older, I started understanding what he was saying. When he spoke of the matrix, he meant the actual system, the system you are under, the educational system, the economy system, and everything. And when he said it was broken, he meant everything is going wrong. So everything you see happening in the movies about the economies crashing and everything is actually happening in real life. Mafias, financial crashes, great depressions all around the world. By the way, you've only been told of one in history, but there's dozens of them. Maybe we're going through another one right now. Who knows? You don't know. I don't know, because they're not telling us shit. But, like I said, it's actually happening. All the corruption you see around you is actively happening. The Matrix is broken. And as ridiculous as it actually sounds, it is. I've made many videos about SA's youth and the education system falling before our very eyes. And in each and every one of those videos, which I highly recommend you watch on this channel that is raw and unfiltered just for you, I also mention that the moment politicians talk about things like funding institutions and education things, all that appears for me in their eyes are the giant dollar signs, like how Mr. Krabs reacts when he sees SpongeBob cooking the Krabby Patties in the kitchen, because he knows he's gonna get moolah at the Krusty Krab that day. It's just like the politicians. When they hear of these new companies coming to fund these kids, let me just drop my coffee here. I just want to do it with my hands just so that it's a quote unquote fund these kids. Giant dollar signs appear on their eyes, but in our case, giant rand signs appear on their eyes, like how it appears on Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob SquarePants. They just want the bag. They don't care about the corruption going on behind the scenes. You probably are in a school that has a teacher who's teaching something they're not qualified to do. And I know this because when you are watching this video, it's either you in varsity, college, or still in school. And if you're still in school, I'm definitely correct because I'm in college, a higher institution than yours. And an institution as high as mine that does electrical engineering and every other engineering subject you can think of that is offered in a TVET college, there are teachers who are actively teaching things they don't even know shit about. A teacher can walk in, open a book, tell you to do an activity, and when you ask him about a problem you have, he'll tell you to go to this page because he doesn't know shit and he thinks that page will give you the answer. And if it doesn't, well, he'll tell you to go Google it at home. And if you don't believe me, just ask any peer. Is there anyone you know who goes to a TVET college or varsity? Ask them, is there a teacher who teaches something he doesn't know? And there probably is. In SA, are you kidding me? You telling me every teacher that teaches you in SA has qualifications to do so? That's cap. That's cap. If you ever thought I was capping, you saying that would be great cap. Bigger cap than the cap you think I've been making the entire existence of this channel. So the moral of the story is it's not about working hard anymore. It's just about having the connections. So while you were sitting there in class trying to understand the concept and asking teachers questions based on a problem you had about the certain subject or topic, the other student was there leaking papers, looking at past papers and getting information he wasn't supposed to be getting, like what's going to be in the test. Sometimes scopes are not allowed and he still or she still got the scope. And then they get a mark that is twice as high as yours while putting twice as less of effort than you did. And you there thinking they work harder than you. They don't. They just have connections. But yeah, it's just another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about and tell me what you think. Goodbye.